Yeah, so they These Nuts is here. Dunkin' Donuts. Did I ever work at Dunkin' Donuts? Oh, I worked at These Nuts though. Dunkin' Donuts. Have you ever been inside a Dunkin' Donuts? I don't think so. How did I get the Dunkin' Donuts cup then? I don't know. Stepfather, grandmother, Uncle Jimbo, Larry, Jimmy, Billy. I don't know who got it for us, but someone did, right? I don't think it was me. Who got us the holy grail of the Dunkin' Donuts cup? Whoever got us this masterpiece. Who could tell? Do I think it was stepdaddy? Maybe it was stepdaddy. That was funny when Travis would say, "Hey, what's your stepdad?" He'd say, "Your stepdad." Made me laugh. Hey, what's going on with your stepdad? Travis making me laugh with the whole like YER thing. Your what's going on with your One guy like almost seemed like he liked my mom, and he would say, "Hey, how's your mom doing?" And he would, yeah, this one. Hey, how's your mom doing? Oh, good. Oh, oh, good. Like, is this dude having fantasies about my mama or something? What the fuck? Fantasies about my mama. Well, he was an older guy, so. Fantasies about my mama. No, maybe he was just being sweet, you know. Maybe he was just being nice. So, how's you and your mama? Oh, good. Everything good? Oh, great. People don't exactly volunteer when things are shitty, right? They don't say like, well, I mean, who's out there volunteering like, well, my dad's dead and my mom, you know, is in a coma. I mean, who's gonna tell people that shit? I mean, probably not. I mean, you know, like acquaintances or strangers or just random people out there. Well, my grandmother's in a wheelchair, my dad is dead, and my mom's in a coma. And then I've just been diagnosed with cancer. Yeah, here you go, acquaintance. You know everything about me and my family now. Yay. And my brother Roger overdosed on fentanyl. So, yeah, just having a great life here. Thanks for asking. Have I ever been to that Atlantean airport in Atlanta, Georgia, where the 48-year-old man, Bubba, I just call him Bubba, I don't know what his real name is. He looks like a redneck dude from Georgia. Bubba Jenkins, we'll call him. Bubba Johnson, we'll call him Bubba Johnson. How about that? Big Bubba Johnson, 48 years old, goes to the Atlanta hub. This big, sprawling airport, one of the biggest airports in the nation, right? One of the biggest, baddest motherfucking airports in the whole country. You know, it's like, so I got lost in there trying to go to DC. And they had all these fucking levels and terminals, and it's fucking massive, man. I'm getting lost. I'm like, where am I at? Because when I went there, I was like 21 or something. And back in the day. And so I get lost in there, and I'm like, oh shit, this place is massive. And they didn't have iPhones back then or anything. And so it was just your ass is on your own. You didn't have a phone. You didn't know no motherfucker. You didn't have a friend. It's just you and the world. And wandering around the big, bad, ugly motherfucking world, right? So that's what it used to be like. You against the big, bad, ugly motherfucking scary world. And that's what it still is. But now we got little gadgets and gizmos to like navigate, you know, instead of using our own brains anymore. Now we got little, you know, fancy tablets and gadgets and guides to little friendly robots to get us where we need to go. So finally, in my desperation, wandering around the big, sprawling Atlanta hub airport on the way to Washington, D.C., I was like, finally, I broke down. I saw an African janitor, an African-American, a black janitor, and I was like, hey, yeah, I need to get to Terminal J. And he was like, all right, oh, yeah. And I said, all right. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, you saved me, man. Thank you. He's like, no problem. And then so I found it. I don't know if he actually talked like that, but just, you know, making up some shit to fill in the story what happened. He didn't really go, so Bubba Johnson, he live streams that he's gonna go kill people in the Atlanta airport. And he apparently, I guess he's really mentally ill, thank God. He live streams this to his family, and then he goes on a reconnaissance mission or something to go check out, see how many people are in the lobby, you know, lining up to go to their destinations and so forth. Now, I remember being excited in my 20s to get on an airplane because I didn't do it very often, to go to different cities around the country. And so it wasn't like I came from like a rich, like dentist or doctor family where they go on trips all the time or something like that, like multimillionaires or neurosurgeon, you know, where they're always going to Cancun or they're always going somewhere. No, it came from a, you know, like, I guess, was it middle class family, or maybe, I don't know, it's maybe it's just middle class, let's call it that. And then so, it wasn't like we're going on trips all the time. Like, we're just, you know, traveling, and like so much that going on an airplane isn't a big deal. Or going to a different state or city is no big deal at all, because the family's always doing it. It's like, wow, I'm going to Seattle. Like, I'm getting on an airplane. This rarely ever happens, right? So when you're young, you're like really excited. Like, life is one big adventure. Woo! You're like, I'm going on an airplane to Washington, D.C. You know, you're like super excited about it. I mean, if you're like 20 years old, if you're like 18, 19, 20 years old or younger, it's like, man, I'm going to Vegas, dude. Wow. You're really excited. Yeah, but I mean now, like over 40, I just be like, I'm going to Las Vegas. Well, looks like I'm going to Seattle, Washington. Whatever. Okay. So what? It's like B.B. King, the thrill is gone. You know, the thrill is gone. Yeah, unfortunately that happens eventually. So, Bubba Johnson live streams. Thank God for social media. That I'm gonna just kill everybody in this airport. You know, as many people as I can, and then so thankfully they alerted the authorities. His family did, and then all these people descended on the airport and arrested Bubba Johnson. And then they found an AR-15 with what was it, 27 rounds of ammunition. It looked like some pretty stinging ammunition. I mean, it looks like if it hit you, it was like the big fuckers. Like man, it really do some damage to your organs or kill you. Yeah, you bleed out pretty soon. So they got Bubba Johnson. Man, I got the Brandon Johnson haircut right here after just waking up. Look, I got the triangle on my head like Brandon Johnson. Get that triangle style. Get that pyramid on my head. That's what's going on. Do I usually wake up with the pyramid messed up hair? Usually it goes pyramid. It usually goes Brandon Johnson, like the mayor of Chicago. Well, maybe it's more like a wave. Well, from this angle, it looks like a triangle head. Brandon Johnson from Chicago. The Brandon Johnson triangle on your head. So supposedly Brandon Johnson of Chicago spends an exorbitant amount of money trying to make his head into a triangle, which is that, I guess that's his signature hairstyle. What's going on with the triangle style? With the pyramid on your head? It just tells a statement. And the statement is, I've got a pyramid on my head. And so what does that mean though? It just means, well, you have a triangle pyramid on your head and you mean business, I guess. That's what it means. Or you're still 5 years old. You know, or it could mean that too. The thing about a Brandon Johnson is that it's not that you can't take the black brand nationwide. You can't take an African American nationwide. Obviously, you could if the guys, you know, had a brain or had any kind of inkling of education or anything like that. The thing, you really can't take that brand nationwide. Like, I will not tolerate this racism. You can't take that kind of like, you know, that kind of shit nationwide. People aren't going to buy it. So, not because there's a lot of people that are white and not black. It's just, you just can't take that particular brother brand nationwide. Like that Eric Adams, Brandon Johnson thing. You just can't translate that to higher office. It's just not going to work. So, it's just not going to sell those pancakes. Yeah, so there's people like Zoran Mondami and Brandon Johnson that they might have bigger careers. I mean, I don't know. Brandon Johnson might have a career as a representative or senator or something, maybe in Illinois or some blue state, blue area. But besides that, his career is going nowhere fast after. I don't even think he's a really popular mayor in Chicago, Illinois. Zoran Mondami? Moron Dim Dummy. What's his future like? Well, he was born in Uganda, so thank God he can never be president. So he can't be Obama 2.0. To even attempt to be Obama 2.0 and just be a non-white candidate
or an Islamic Muslim candidate like that, like Zoran. You would have to be born in the United States. So the only person that could do that, like, hey, I'm real different angle, is Sweet Latina Booty, is AOC. Alexandria Ocasio Cortez. Cortez, like Hernan Cortez, the conquistadora. The conquistadorable. Yeah. The conquistadorable. With the sweet Latina booty. Ooh. Is she gonna try to run for president? Hi, I'm stupid. Vote for me because you like my ass. Is that gonna work? Sex sells, doesn't it? Sex really does sell. I mean, are people at the Sabrina Carpenter concerts or the Taylor Swift concerts, are they not looking at that these girls are pretty? Are they not looking at their ass? I mean, sex can sell the music for sure. It always has. And some, I mean, well, when you could see the artist, it kind of changed things with the video, because then it was like somebody could be really talented, but if they're ugly, then people could see whether it was a man or a woman. And I was like, man, that woman is ugly as fuck. But the music is fantastic. But yeah, it did change music when people could actually see the artist, what they look like. I guess for the worst, because artists then focused too much time on their image instead of their music, which is bad. So. And to turn female artists into where guys are just looking at tits and ass instead of like, listening to what the music looks like. Oh, that was good. Well, better start the day. Yeah, well, I'm glad Bubba Johnson was stopped from his massacre with his AR-15, 16, or whatever's going. Yeah. At the Atlanta, Georgia Hub International Airport. I think they stopped Bubba Johnson because he was retarded. Yeah, I think Bubba Johnson had just snapped. Things weren't going good at the Piggly Wiggly or whatever. Things weren't going good at Grandma's house or something. You know what I mean? Something went wrong. Something went down. Yeah, well, they said he was off his meds, right? I ain't taking these antipsychotics anymore. Flush him down the toilet. And then Maggie was like, Bubba's off his meds. Oh, shit. He's got an iPhone. Did you see his latest Facebook? Oh, shit. Call the police. Well, thank God for that family. To the Bubba Johnson family. A crisis averted, but as much as people pat themselves on the back, oh, we saved the day today. Well, how many others got away? Yeah, that is the thing. The one who got away is the one that the public should be worried about. They always say that in romantic terms. Oh, the one that got away. Oh no. It's a twist of fate. That is pretty random, you know, if you're a guy, you meet like the hottest blonde chick, like just randomly somewhere. Yeah, that is like really, if you think about it, it is kind of random. Or you could think of it, oh, well, you know, I came from the same town as this one guy, so we were destined to work at the same grocery store or something. Or, you know, you could look at it like that. Like, oh, I was, you know, I went to high school with this guy, so I was destined to meet him out in public. Or could be for a girl too, but oh, you know, me and this girl came from the same city, the same neighborhood, so it was just destiny. We crossed paths at the college because of the scientific theory, you know, the 6 degrees of separation and all that stuff. Yeah. So you can look at your associations or the people that you meet in life as totally random, or you can look at it as, oh, it was destined to happen just because of the geographical proximity, just because of the way fate works. So I guess it depends on how you look at it. It would depend on if you look at life as ordered and structured or random, or if you looked at it as both at the same time. A chaotic order. Yeah. If you looked at life as a chaotic order. God bless and best of success. It looks like there's some major, after much not rain in Houston, Texas, and the Gulf Coast, a drought in Texas for at least a kind of a late stage, a drought that was kind of unexpected because there was lots of tropical rains from May, June, July, and August. A late stage drought which occurred in September and October during the harvest months was very bizarre. But to me, that's not a typical, what I would call a usual weather pattern. Usually, if there was going to be a drought, it would usually happen during the hottest months, during the most egregious heat and humidity, which is usually around August. So, anyways, but after all this dryness and all this drought conditions, the big flood happens this weekend with the Texas thunderstorms. Maybe even isolated tornadoes. And it looks like the rain chances are going up for Sunday too, so it might be a massive flood out this weekend. It's flooding down in Texas. My Xfinity is down. No, it's the power lines are down. Yeah. Stevie Ray Vaughan. It's flooding down in Texas. I'm gonna mess up the pyramid. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. The pyramid. The triangular hair structure. So it's gonna flood out this weekend. Thunderstorming. Maybe a tornado? Tornadoes. Tornadoes. The tornadoes? God bless and best of success. Oh yeah. Have a dunking good day.